Good morning and welcome to VSA Capital 5-Minute Morning Miner. It's Monday, January the 16th. It's pretty horrible, wet and cold. But I'm back from the States. Paul, did you miss me whilst I was away?
Yes, I did miss you while you were away. Yep. It's also the first day of Davos this week, too.
First day of Davos. I'll tell you what, we're getting close to Chinese New Year as well, which starts on January the 22nd. It's Martin Luther King Day, so it'll be very, very quiet in the markets today. But let's get going with the mining news, shall we? Where would you like to start off, Paul?
No, it's not quiet in the mining news here. We got that new feasibility or revised feasibility study out Tungsten West here for the Hammerton tungsten mine outside Plymouth in the UK. It needs about 2 restart permits, which remain outstanding after this is released now, which they think will be issued yet this quarter in order to, and they are in the process of putting in the new mine equipment that they knew they were going to need, particularly in the separation end of the business. So well on their way toward that. The new feasibility study indicates net present value $297 million on a base case with an IRR of 25%. And it's going to have at least 27 years of life because they will be able, it appears, to extract tungsten and tin from the lower grade wall rock called Killis down in Cornwall. And that will be mined as they progress the pit and stockpiled to be processed later on in the mine life.
Okay, I mean, it's all good news, but of course what the market really wants is for them just to get back into production, isn't it, Paul?
Yes, it is. They would just as soon see what kind of cash flows and what kind of margins they could be able to generate off of this deposit. It is one of the world's largest in reserve and resource. So all the better for the UK to get it underway too.
It's a very valuable mine, and of course, with all these military conflicts going on at the moment, the US needs tungsten like I don't know what. I was talking about this company a little bit as I went around the US. They don't really invest in junior mining in the US, but certainly there was a lot of interest in it whilst I was wandering around. Okay, what else, Paul, do you want to mention?
We had a new resource estimate put out by Brad Ahead on their project, Clay Lithium project down in Arizona. About a 23% increase in the resource on that one. Not particularly big as far as total lithium carbonate equivalent so far. It's under 500,000 tons, but any improvement on clay deposits of size definitely will be needed particularly if it can be domestically sourced in the U.S. like this one is. So we wish them continued good drilling success out there.
Very good. Okay. As you said, it's always busy in mining. What else?
We had Power Metals with a 900,000 pound raise. Power Metals being AIM quoted diversified explorer across the world. This fundraising was undertaken at a bid price of 1.4p, and they're going to apply this money this year to their Tati Gold project, as well as to get some exploration underway on their their uranium projects up in the Athabasca Basin of Saskatchewan. They haven't pursued uranium to any great extent previously, though they had some uranium acreage in the United States. So we'll see what they can do here at this point.
Okay. Anything else? Should we call it that then?
Just one quick thing is that the uranium price itself back above $50 a pound on a spot basis. But the real mover that's kind of laid hidden here is that the molybdenum price has moved up 50% since November. So any companies that are with copper moly or moly as a byproduct in their stories are definitely appreciating this dramatic increase in the molybdenum price.
Well, who would you pick for that, Paul?
Well, there's one I'm following on the ASX that I put some news out today on, one called Copio Metals that is an explorer of a breccia pipe copper moly mineralization, has some pretty interesting stuff down their way in Chile.
Okay. It's on the ASX, but there you go. Nothing in the UK you fancy?
Not at this point, I would say no.
Okay, very good. Well, nice to be back, Paul, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Very good. See you then.
Okay.